Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to give my theory on who I think the sixth member of the Sinister Six is going to be if we get the Sinister Six in this new MCU movie coming up. Some characters we kind of got some big hints on. One we got confirmed 100%, or two we got confirmed 100%. The other four, I think. Oh no, the other three are not confirmed yet, and then the last one, we're just guessing on who it could be. So I'm going to go through each one of them right now and to remind us all the ones that we're currently aware of and who we're speculating because of the recent trailer. And then I'm going to give you my theory on who and why I think who the sixth one is going to be and why. So let's get right into it. The first one, let's get this one out of the way. Dr. Octopus. Obviously, he was seen in the trailer, played by Alfred Molina. He let it slip earlier this year, anyways, that he was coming back, and kind of even confirmed that he's going to pick up from where he left off in Spider-Man 2. How? We're going to find out. I did a video a couple months back saying how they could bring back certain members of the Sinister Six and how they could explain how they're still alive or how they've returned. And now we even got another option if we don't want to come up with ways on how they survived, because we know some of them died in the previous movies. If you don't want to come up with how they could have survived, I think Loki also showed us another way you can bring these characters back, with them being variations of themselves from those timelines or films, I guess we'll say, for this particular video. So yes, Doc Ock is coming back. He's 100% confirmed. Another villain, which is 100% confirmed, is Jamie Foxx. He was the first one out of the gate, and he confirmed that he's returning, and he won't be blue this time around. Why? We'll find out. Another thing, another character that we know is returning, he's kind of given some hints about it, but he has not confirmed it. No one has confirmed this one, except we do see a pumpkin bomb in the recent trailer. William Dafoe has said that he might be returning, so that's another villain that's there. Although let's remember, he did not confirm it, neither did anyone else, but we're all guessing for very good reasons that he could be the one that will take up the Green Goblin mantle in this movie. Another villain that is possibly returning is Sandman. We do see some sandstorms in this recent trailer, and Sandman is a possibility. There were rumors about Sandman returning, so it's not too far-fetched to think about. And then another villain, which this is the one that I'm still not too sure about, is the Lizard. There seems to be a scene in the trailer where you see some sort of silhouette, but you can't really tell what it is. But a lot of people are speculating that it's the Lizard, mostly because you do hear some loud creature noises, well, like some growling and stuff. So it's possible it could be the Lizard. And for this video, we're going to say, okay, maybe it is the Lizard. And here is why that is probably a good theory to think about. Because if you look at the villains that I already just talked about here, you got the Green Goblin from Spider-Man 1. You got Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man 2. You got the Sandman from Spider-Man 3. You got the Lizard from The Amazing Spider-Man. And then you got Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. One villain each from each of those respective Spider-Man movies. Now, who is the sixth member? Well, there's only two more Spider-Man movies after that. There's Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home. So the likely candidates would be either the Vulture or Mysterio. Now, Mysterio died in his last film. and the Vulture is in prison. Now, you'd think that I would go with the Vulture, correct? But you are wrong. I am actually going with Mysterio. Now, how could it be Mysterio if he died? He is the master of illusions. There are so many ways he could have faked his death. And people were even speculating that at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, that some people don't believe he really died. Some people do believe, like me, that he faked his own death. So it is 100%, I shouldn't say 100%, it is 98% possible that Mysterio is the sixth member of the Sinister Six. Now, some people will be saying, yeah, but Spider-Man Homecoming is technically the sixth film. Why aren't you saying the Vulture, Michael Keaton? And there's a reason, because we know Michael Keaton is going to be appearing in the Morbius movie with Jared Leto. And I think that's going to be the first movie to start connecting Spider-Man into the Spider-Man universe, which is what Sony is starting to call their universe, if you will. I think Spider-Man No Way Home will start to get Peter Parker away from the MCU and put him in his own universe, where Morbius, Venom, and what other movies Sony is planning on making. I think that's where Spider-Man is going to go and live. And this could be the last movie with him in the MCU, which, you know what? 6 movies in the MCU, I'm very happy with that. And I got enough Spider-Man in the MCU. I would love it if he stuck around. But if it is the last, then I'm going to fully accept it. And we'll see what Sony does with the character afterwards. But let's not talk about that right now, because that's not the topic of the movie. The topic is the sixth member. So with Vulture being in Morbius, that's why I don't think Vulture will be the sixth member. I think it will be Mysterio. Because let's face it, I don't think this spell that Doctor Strange is going to cast is going to take any memories away. I think what this is going to do is that Spider-Man, if he does stick around, I think the way he's going to clear his name is by having Mysterio still be alive. And then there you go. Because there's no other scenario I can really see unless Strange does take away people's minds. But that's what I think. I think Mysterio faked his death, and when they find out he's alive, they're going to reveal that Mysterio faked his own death, and Peter Parker gets to live his normal life by the end of the film. Unless he is thrown out of the MCU, then that doesn't matter. But with that being said, tell me, guys, what do you think? Who do you think is going to be the sixth member of the Sinister Six? I've seen other people also say Mysterio on Twitter and social media on YouTube as well. So on other YouTube channels. So I know I'm not the only one that's thinking Mysterio is a possibility, and it makes perfect sense to me, especially if this is going to be a way to celebrate all the Spider-Man movies and having Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield teaming up with Tom Holland. I mean, what a great way to celebrate it, because let's also remember, next year, 2022 is going to be the 20th anniversary of the original Spider-Man movie. So Spider-Man in 20 years has had 3 different actors portray him, many different villains. What great way to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Spider-Man being on the silver screen by getting some of his previous, one villain each from each of his previous films to return to fight not only 1, not only 2, but 3 Spider-Man. I think it's a great idea. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. And with that being said, I want to plug in my Patreon supporters. These are the people that support this channel, that are helping me, and they want to see me succeed by donating a $5 or $10 subscription. Both of these tiers will get you an end credit at the end of each video and me thanking you personally. And yes, I want to thank my Patreon supporters for supporting me. Because when I started this Patreon page, I never thought I'd actually get one person. So the fact that, 4 people have subscribed to the Patreon page is really awesome to me, and I thank you guys for that. So thank you very much. And look, if you're out there watching this and says, David, I can't help you with money, okay? I'm on a tight budget myself. I get it. But another way you can help out with that is by liking every video, watching every video that I post up, and even sharing a link to this video to people who want to hear this theory. You know, there's probably people out there that want to hear, yeah, who is the sixth member of the Sinister Six going to be? Maybe there's no Sinister Six at all, right? Maybe we were just guessing about this, and maybe there's only 3 villains in this movie. Maybe it's just the Green Goblin, maybe it's just Sandman, or not Sandman, Electro, and maybe it's just Doc Ock, those 3. Or maybe it's just 2. Maybe William Dafoe was lying when he was hinting that he might be coming back, but maybe it's really just Electro and Doc Ock. Who knows? So tell me what you think. And with that being said, until next time, everybody, take care.